welcome to this very special episode of the Rotted Report. This has nothing to do with horror movies or movies at all. In fact, I'm going to be trying some illegal chips. Not actually illegal, but I saw on Good Mythical Morning not too long ago, as well as the Mythical Kitchen, them advertising illegal chips. And what it's designed to do is to mimic the flavor and the essence of foods that are illegal to import and try in the United States. So this is a chip-based option for those of us that don't have the illegal means to get our hands on these particular foods. So we have 𝗘𝗾𝘂𝗶𝗽𝗺𝗀 maggot cheese, horse meat, and of course, Fugu poison blowfish, which, as I understand it, actually has a little bit of, maybe not the specific neurotoxin of poison blowfish, but from what I understand, the chips do numb your throat just a little bit. So once I heard about these, I had to get them and I had to try them, and they just arrived not too long ago. Funny thing was, the box that they came in very clearly stated what was inside. Said illegal chips. It had the flavors on them. And me personally, just where I live, I don't have a mailbox on my house. Everything that I get, I have to get at the post office. So going to pick up my mail there, I apparently have been the talk of the postal community in my little village, as they are wondering what in the hell these actually taste like, where I got them, so on and so forth. You can pick these up. I don't know if they're still available. They were kind of a limited thing, but you can check them out at illegalchips.com. That's where I got mine. So I think it's time for the rubber to meet the road and for me to try these flavors out. I'm going to save the poison blowfish for last. And I've been kind of debating with myself how to go about this, which one to start with, the maggot cheese or the horse meat. I think I'm going to try the horse meat. So here we go. Let's find out how these illegal chips actually are. All right, so it's an interesting smell coming out of the bag. It's not unpleasant. From what I understand, they tried to mimic these flavors, but they also tried to make them palatable or even delicious. So we shall see. So this has kind of a red speckle aspect to it. You kind of get the meaty smell off of it. There's some chips out there that are like buffalo chicken flavor, and it's more than just like Frank's Red Hot sauce. You can actually kind of taste the meaty quality on whatever flavor they're using, and that's kind of the smell I'm getting off of this. So, horse meat. It's not unpleasant. It's really not. I know a lot of people were kind of curious about this on the dare level, but that's interesting. How best to even that's really interesting. I'm going to really struggle to describe this. It has a sweet quality to it that I wasn't expecting. It's not sweet, but there is a sweetness to it. Almost a sweet tomato basil. Like if you've ever tried pizza flavored chips, I'm kind of picking up some of that, but with an aftertaste that is very unique. Very, I want to say gamey, somewhat meaty. Man, that's interesting. I want to try another one here. Yeah, I'm really not sure how to feel about that. I certainly don't dislike it. It is not disgusting. It's just extremely unique. I've never had a flavoring of a chip like that in my life. Not even close. All the descriptions I've given of the like sweet basil, It's just the best approximation verbally that I'm able to articulate. All right, so that was horse meat. Very interesting. Let's try the 𝗘𝗾𝘂𝗶𝗽𝗺𝗀 maggot cheese. I'm a cheese fan. Never had maggot cheese. Ooh. Oh. That's a foot in a bag. That's that. All right. So cheese takes on many forms. You got the, creamy variety and so forth, and through the olfactory, cheese definitely takes on many forms, and this is definitely on the foot end of the spectrum. Ooh. All right. So this one I'm actually a little scared of. Having smelled it, this is reminding me of a gym sock so far. Ooh. Not too much in the way of any kind of like visible speckle on the potato chip, and yes, I'm stalling, shut up. Here's foot in your mouth. Thankfully, the taste is a little bit more mild than the smell. If I had a clothespin on my nose and somebody just popped that in my mouth, I would think I was just eating a cheese flavored chip. However, accompanied with the smell, there's a pungency there and a complex makeup that I've never experienced before in my life out of a chip. I'm going to do 2 each just to make sure that I'm getting this. The flavor is so much more mild than the smell. It really is. And that smell is something. That's what you have to experience. Out of the illegal chips so far, the scent of that is really where the experience is of the 𝗘𝗾𝘂𝗶𝗽𝗺𝗀. All right. Time for some blowfish. Let's have some fugu. This one scares me. Not because of the neurotoxin or the numbing throat or anything like that, and we shall see. But I don't like fish. I like shellfish. I like the lobster, crab, clams, things like that. Shrimp, love shrimp. But fish itself, I forget the scientific term, like, the pescatarian kind of, just the fins and gills kind of traditional fish. Unless it's battered and served with fries, not my favorite thing. So, here we go. All right, so I'm not getting fishy smell. I'm getting salty. Maybe just like the slightest hint of ocean, but not at all overbearing. It kind of smells like, forgive me for this, illegal chips. It kind of smells like walking into the display case of saltwater fish at a pet store. Just the room, the ambient room smell. Not unpleasant, but very distinct. All right. Fugu. Okay, again, not much in the way of visible speckle or anything like that. Okay, fugu. My least favorite of the top of the palate, first hit of the tongue, kind of reminded me a little bit of salt and vinegar. Very, very mild on that level. As it's continuing on, I am getting that little bit of salty, that little bit of fishy. Not entirely unpleasant. I don't hate it. I'm not going to say that I hate it. But of these three, the one thing that they all have in common is that they are extremely unique. Never had a flavor like any of these. Due Diligent, second round Fugu. There's a odd sweetness there too on the flat of the tongue. Almost on the back of the tongue, but on the flat of it. Almost a sweetness. That's very, very interesting. If I had to put these in order, and I may as well, I would have to say 1, 2, 3. This one is the most standard chip-like quality right here, the horse meat. It's still extraordinarily unique. This one, it's just really tough to get past the gym sock smell. And this one, it's just not, like the smell is much, much more mild, but the taste itself is, it's just not my favorite thing. It's not what I was expecting. And as far as anybody asking the question about any kind of numbing of the back of my throat, I'd have to make my way through the whole bag because I'm not feeling anything right now. And I'm not saying that it won't do that. I'm just saying that I probably would need to eat more than I have. And I'm not terribly inclined to do that at this moment. I'm going to have to think about, preserving these to have every once in a while, or to, I don't want them to go bad. I don't want them to go stale. I might have to go ahead and order some more just to have on hand in case any guests show up. Conversation pieces now that I've tried them. So thank you for joining me on this little journey and this little expedition. I'm glad to have at least tried this and gone on this adventure with you. Take care, everybody. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Have a great one.